lesson here? Patience. Untangling fishing poles, setting them up, asking the kids not to throw rocks at the bobbers, or doing cannonballs right by the fishing poles to test your mettle. And Coach, as the kids had to call him, was very patient. On these journeys, he would take a camera, take lots of pictures, soda, candy, the treats my mom gave him, and he let the kids be kids. He was famous for the swimming pool well ride and playing the part of shark, attacking the kids in the pool. Spending the night at your grandparents' house for many kids was a weird experience. Doug and I, sorry Grandma, dreaded coming over to your house. But I can tell you, this was an experience that our kids loved. And they would bring their friends with them. You got to stay up late, you got to watch good TV, you got to play games, you got to get your fill of junk food, and he'd sit and tell you stories. Each child would get their own unique coach experience on a regular basis. My dad would pick them up from school. He'd take them out to the ranch, the equestrian center, the park, the playground, Vic's, to lunch. These are the things that I know the grandkids will remember and cherish because they were simple and out of one thing, love. Coach made an amazing amount of children's sports teams. He put some mileage on those trucks. Sometimes he'd do soccer games in 4 fields all over Sacramento. He'd come to the tournament, and he'd watch, and he'd give that hug whenever needed. The best visual that I have as a coach is my daughter Allie running off the field after scoring a goal, not running and jumping in my arms, running and jumping into Dad. My dad loved his grandkids, and he had a special bond with each of them, and they'll cherish that forever. For Dougie and I, our childhood was a Hall of Fame, if not heaven. Among our friends, a Friday night or Saturday night sideline pass or ball boy assignment was the most sought-after event. Doug and I grew up on the sidelines and had 85 new family members every August. My earliest memories were of an opening day sleepover at Stag High School where all the players were required to sleep in the quad. We'd wake up to huge breakfast put on by the families, and double days would start. This would continue on to Sac State where we got upgraded to Jenkins Hall. But the wake-up call was always the same. Rise and shine, it's hitting time. If you were a Warrior, a Delta King, or a Hornet, and you had nowhere to go on a holiday, it was a pretty good chance you'd be coming over to our house. I'm sorry, it's not an NCAA violation because you were family. My dad shared many things that dads would do with kids, hunting, camping, fishing, throwing the ball around the front yard. Our house would get a little competitive with family ball games, but my dad would not tolerate any taunting, especially when Doug was getting the better of it on me. He'd say, "Damn it, no more you know." This would carry on in the locker room. We wouldn't let the players do that when we get up. Common theme at Stag, or as Sac State, or Turlock was, act like you've been there before. Our team was disciplined, as was our house. But it was always family discipline, whether you were at Sac State or Simba or in our house. Look out for your brother. This is what the team was about. Our fishing trips and going up to the kennel were experiences that you waited for. At the age of 12, you got to bond with your dad. Other coaches, other football players, friends, you might even be able to get to sneak a beer. These trips to the kennel would be with Bruce Carey, and you get to bring some friends up to the hill. Sitting in that Jeep, sitting by the pond with my dad was great memories. We would talk as a father and a son. We'd also talk as friends. My dad was serious about his fishing up there, as Tree attested to. This was never more evident than when Bruce Carey and I had a few beers. We got the rifles and we started shooting my dad's bottle. We made it out alive. Luckily, the dog helped break that icing. When the dog got in the pond, swam, and got the bottle. I thought my dad was going to shoot Scooter that day. Scooter came out of the water with a fish in his mouth and brought it right up to my dad. Bruce Carey used to snore. I can say that because my dad would take his cot and go sleep on the other side of the cabin because it was so loud. In high school, Doug and I split sports. Doug played basketball and baseball, and I played soccer, and I did try to play football. Dad would come to these games, and he'd always be silent. Maybe he was there recruiting our teammates. Yes. But afterwards, if we ever asked him how he did, he'd say something simple. He did great. Occasionally I'd look at him and say, Dad, I only played 5 minutes. And he'd say, Bruce, you were there for your team, and you made it different. He was never critical. He never questioned any of our coaches' decisions. And if Doug or I ever needed help or wanted to be better, he would encourage it. He'd be there for us. Yes, even that communist sport of soccer, as he called it. On our Santa Cruz vacations, these were amazing. We had 12 to 15 families, all to the world of football. We'd come down from Stockton and Sacramento and converge on Aptos, renting multiple houses. My dad, Hugh, the mayor of Aptos, Mike Colosso, would organize these friendly touch football games, which soon became quite violent. These heated battles where you sometimes have to pick yourself up off the ground and wipe the sand off. In the midst of all this, my dad would put a crown of seaweed around his head and run around and chase everybody. Oh yes, that laugh of his would come out. He'd tell those really stupid jokes. You'd start to laugh at it. His whole body would move. And you'd just sit there and you'd look at him and you'd smile, because that was my dad. The bonfires were amazing. The stories about Pinky the gay shark. Sorry, he would tell. Doug and myself especially loved it when my dad would take my mom on their 3 to 4 annual trips they would go on every year. Because of this, Doug and I got to carry on my dad's tradition of hosting events at our house. To which my dad would come home and remind us, please, don't water down the alcohol. Refreshing. Make sure you take the trash elsewhere so your mom doesn't see the bottles and beer cans in the garbage. My dad was very protective of my mother, and he always wanted us to behave when he was gone. Love moms, and they were good to him. The best way to put it is my dad made time for us and for our families. In school, my dad made all those open houses, all those teacher conferences. Oh yes, Doug's visits to the principal's office. Those are not fun because the lesson was, we should not be here. You and I, pal, have an appointment with some yard work today. We learned from these mistakes because my dad is fair. We had a few rules and a simple mantra. The rules, be good to each other. You will finish school. You will help make the community a better place. Excuse me for this one. Without family and friends, you ain't shit. A close personal friend sent me a story. He said one day, your dad, I approached him in the office. Here I am, a long-haired kid from Downeyville, hair past my shoulders, don't play a lick of sports. Your dad made time for me. I asked him what I should do because I was failing in school. Your dad looked at me and said, you will do whatever it is you choose because you will put the effort into it and you won't quit. To this day, I have friends that keep sending me these stories, and I think about that. If you are an athlete or a non-athlete, my dad also called him athlete, he made time for it. Doug and I are going to miss him coming over to our respective houses with that chainsaw and doing the yard work. The bushes and trees are safe for a while. My wife would always have a special six-pack in the fridge for my dad. No one, not even her own dad, could touch that. Because there are 3 kinds of beers in this world, people. Bud in a bottle, Bud in a can, and free cold beer. It has previously been said that my dad would make you feel like you were the most important person in the room when he spoke with you. With Doug and our family, he made us feel special. Whenever we did something well, he'd be there to say, good job. Our accomplishments, no matter how small, were always very big to him. He let Dougie and I know. He also let all of you know. Coming here today to celebrate my dad's life is special. It's a story will always be in our hearts and memories forever. Miss you, Dad. He left a great legacy as a father, a grandfather, and a coach. I know you'll be there at the graduations and weddings and other celebrations we have.